homemade jam where God is number one, number one, number one, number one. All right, I hope you have your paper and crayons ready for strawberry jam later on. But first, let's talk about our story today. Last week, we said that God helps us to help others. God helps us to help others. And this week, we're going to talk about how God helps us be strong. Say that with me. God helps me be strong. All right, good job. Let's sing our song for the day. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. Though none go with me, I still will follow. Here we go. Though none go with me, I still will follow. Though none go with me, I still will follow. Though none go with me, I still will follow. No turning back, no turning back. Good job. Now today's story talks about how God helps us no matter what the circumstances when we put Him as number one in our lives. So even in horrible circumstances, we can see that God is just bigger than everything and He helps keep us strong. And that reminds us of the song, My God is So Big. Do you remember that song? Let's try it together. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Clap, clap. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Clap, clap the mountains. The mountains are His, the valleys are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Clap, clap. All right, good job, good job. Next, we're going to look at our verse. I hope you remember it.
Hey, boys and girls. I want to see if you remember your memory verse that we've been working on for the last couple of weeks. Let's see if we can say it together, okay? You guys have done a great job and I'm so proud of you. Let's get ready. It's from Psalm 121:2. Are you ready? Let's do the actions. My help comes from the Lord. Psalm 121:2. Good job. Let's try it one more time. My help comes from the Lord. Psalm 121:2. Hey, you know what would be really fun? If we can say it like a mosquito. Let's try that. Let's hold our nose and see if we can say it like a mosquito. Are you ready? My help comes from the Lord. Psalm 121:2. That was kind of silly, wasn't it? Did that really sound like a mosquito? You guys try it. Are you ready? My help comes from the Lord. Hold your nose. Psalm 121:2. Good job. Good job. All right, let's say our actions with it one more time. My help comes from the Lord. Psalm 121:2. All right, keep up the good work, boys and girls. I'm so proud of you. Great job.
Hey guys, my name's Daniel. Okay, it's me, DJ still. I'm just pretending. My name's Daniel. I lived a long time ago. When my friends and I were young, we were taken to the kingdom of Babylon. It was a really strange and foreign land to us, but God helped us really greatly to survive in there. You can read all about it in the Bible, in the book of Daniel. Well, God helps us be strong. The king with funny name, Nebuchadnezzar, he had a huge statue built exactly like him. Made it a law that at a certain time of the day when the royal music played, everyone had to stop what they were doing and bow down to the king's statue. The day came and the music played and everybody bowed down except for my friends Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They would not bow down. They knew that we were only supposed to worship God. And while everyone else was too afraid to stand up to the king, God gave Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego the strength to do the right thing. Because God helps us be strong. The king was so mad that anyone who refused to bow down to the statue of the king ordered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to be thrown into a fiery furnace unless they changed their minds. And my friend said, God helps us be strong to face the fiery furnace. We will not turn away from God. No turning back. Right? Is that how it goes? Yep. This made the king really mad. He had the furnace heated to 7 times normal. That's hot. It's like being at 100 degrees is hot. Try being 700 degrees. That's really hot. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the furnace, and they didn't burn up. Well, King Nebuchadnezzar looked at that furnace and he saw that they were there, and they didn't burn up, and they were fine. And not only that, but there was someone else in there with them. God was with them, helping them be strong. When we stand up for what's right, like my friends did, we might face hard times, but God through it all helps me be strong.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how God helps us be strong. So we're talking about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were made to bow down to this idol of Nebuchadnezzar, and they said, no, we're not going to. We're going to obey God instead. So, because they put God as number one, they actually were put into a very dangerous situation. God helped them be strong in the middle of all of that by telling them, by reminding them that He was with them, reminding us that He's with us all the time also. Now, it may not be that we are saved from fire, but we do want to know that God is with us all the time, even in scary situations. So today we're going to draw fire in order to figure out, to remind us about how God is always with us. So we're going to make a big bowl. Then come in just a little bit with the bowl. And come up to here. And then we're going to go 1, 2, and then all the way up to the top of the page. I'm going to match this to the top of the page too. All right. Now what we want to do is we want to make an inner fire also. So we're going to make these 2 different colors, 3 different colors actually when we get it. We're going to kind of trace the same thing, but kind of looser and inside where we were already. Okay. You see how we're going around the curves and the points and things like that? So there's the middle, and we're in one more in the middle. It's even hotter. So we're gonna do the same thing. Go up, but not all the way. Like that. All right. Now we have our flame. Now we want to make sure it is burning brightly. There we go. Remember with that fire that God is always with us no matter where we are, no matter what circumstances. Keep Him number one. Hey friends, so glad you could join us today. It's time for Theo's phone call. Theo, are you there?
Oh, hey, Pastor David. I was just thinking about how God helps me be strong.
That's right, Theo. Do you want to answer some questions about today's lesson?
Sure.
Okay. Question number 1. What did the king want everyone to do?
He wanted them to bow down to a big statue of him. That's crazy. I'd be afraid. That would be like me making my friends bow down and worship a big picture of me.
Yeah, it is crazy. And we all remember what the first 4 commandments say, right? Love God, love God, love God, and love God. Love Him more than anything. Love Him so much that you don't worship anything else above Him. Keep Him number 1 in your life, right? All right, question number 2. What did the king do when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did not bow down?
He told people to grab them and throw them into a huge fire. I'm afraid of fire, but I don't know if I'd do that. But God helps me be strong.
Well, you know, Theo, this true story from the Bible isn't meant for us to go around playing with fire. Fire will burn you. It's dangerous. But it is meant to show you what happens when people keep God as number one in their lives. These men loved God so much that they would risk anything, that they would risk a deadly fire just to keep him number one in their lives. That's called devotion. Loving something so much that you would you would be willing to give up everything in order to keep whatever it is as number one in your life. That's devotion. And these men had devotion. But because these men made God number one in their lives, God gave them bravery and courage to help them be strong in the midst of the fire.
So I shouldn't play with fire?
No, you shouldn't play with fire. But you can tell other people about Jesus, and God will help you be strong with that. There are lots of missionaries out there who take the stories of Jesus and take the good news about Jesus, and they take them to places that Jesus isn't allowed to be talked about. But it's so important to them. God is number one in their lives, and it's so important to them that these other people hear about Jesus that they're willing to risk everything, keeping God number one in their lives, so these other people can learn to keep God number one in their lives. That's because when it comes to things like that, God helps them be strong.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. Do you know what else is awesome? Our 5-second dance jam.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Friends, are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, bye, Pastor David.
Okay, bye, Theo. We'll see you later. And friends, I'll see you later too. But before we go, let me pray for you. I'm going to take these 5 fingers and these 5 fingers, put them together, and close your eyes and think about how wonderful God is as I say, Dear God, sometimes things are hard for me. Help me to be strong and to keep you number one. Amen. Bye-bye.